talk me through it right now. No, literally, I was like, whisper in my ear right now.
Oh my god.
Tell me I can do it.
Where is this going?
Stop. Welcome back, beautiful people. This is Conscious Wave, and today we're going to be talking about guilty pleasures. Tell me about you guys' guilty pleasures.
I like to. I have to do something that requires my full attention. It'll be more enjoyable, like whatever task it is. If I'm trying not to, but
A
it's
routine.
Like, yeah, it's a routine.
This one's with like
Little flowers or something.
yeah, like rose
Oh, yeah,
petals,
like
lavender.
Guys will be like, "Oh, that's weird," but
I know.
y'all
I
drink beer, so
exactly. I like brought it over to my friends, and it was like, "Get that shit away from me." I was like, "It's literally the same. It literally came from the ground."
My guilty pleasure is scrolling on TikTok for hours on end. At first, I'm like, I'm looking to be entertained, right? Like, let's see a little funny little video, and then I get lost. Like, I've been on there for like 6 hours.
There's just so much to like see.
I've noticed that when I become overstimulated from watching too many TikToks, not watching TikTok doesn't fix it. Like, I'm just sitting there like overstimulated.
like
Yeah.
it feels like I was in a trance for like hours on it. Well, I was, you know.
Yeah.
What about you, Clay? What's your guilty pleasure?
Food is my friend. Sometimes I like overindulge in it, you know. I need to put it down.
Put that shit back down.
I need to have like a good balance when it comes to eating, because sometimes I'll just be like, nah, I don't want to eat at all, and then I'll be like, well, I'm watching a movie, so I'll just eat as much as I want.
I mean, a relationship with food is just hard to begin with. I really want to get into like nutrition because we can go into a grocery store and come out with groceries, but like how much of that is actually nutrient rich versus it just tasting good. But it's kind of like TikTok where it's just like people buy things to just consume it versus just like it actually benefiting your insides.
I really got into like herbalism like a while back. Do you remember like on TikTok where everybody was talking about you have parasites? It scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, you're like, not me.
It scared me, and I was like, no. Just to know that something is like moving around, living in your body, just makes me feel away. I don't like it.
Sometimes they're like good, healthy things that are in there. You know, if you think of our microbiome, maybe not parasites.
Well, oh yeah,
but,
like the probiotics.
Yeah, like things that are like living creatures, but that like are aiding.
Yeah,
like,
the
Okay.
yeah.
cells, bacterias, good bacteria.
Good bacteria.
How does your personal guilty pleasure benefit you?
So it benefits me because there is a lot of information out there. A lot of people use TikTok like it's Google. So I'll go on there and let's just say I'm looking for a specific type of outfit for a day that I'm trying to go out, but then I just get
I've
like,
been watching stuff.
yeah. And that's what doesn't benefit me. And then I have all this stuff on my For You page that I don't really care about. It's just like that one thing that I searched that one time.
I know, I have like so many videos saved, but when I look back into my saved videos, it's just like a crap ton of just random
Oh
stuff.
my gosh, I have like over like 33K like saved videos.
Dude, I have 30,000 photos in my album, in my photo album.
How do you do
I
that?
I would say my guilty pleasure benefits me because I feel in my mind that I won't be as overwhelmed doing the task at hand if I'm not completely present. So I'm just like, I'm hoping that I just go into the motion and it just keep going. But it definitely can hinder me because I'll just end up being too, and then I'll just want to like sit down. Lay down.
You know, I had the same problem. I would tell myself that it helped me to be more present because it would ground me because my mind was like, you have to do all these things.
Right, yeah.
But I don't think I was actually really grounded in what I was doing.
Not at all. Like, I'm just like calm, you know? I'm just like,
Yeah. You're like
I'm
focused on it,
indifferent.
but you're not
Yeah.
really like in
Yeah.
it. How does yours help or hinder you?
Because it's feeding me.
Right,
oh
right.
yeah.
Short term. But how it's hindering me is the fact that I'm not really eating for the nutrition. I'm eating just for the fun of it. That's not always the healthiest thing to do. But my body's like, girl, you know you don't want to eat.
Right, you know you're not going to feel good after eating that.
Yeah.
That's why meal prep is really important to me.
Yeah.
Like,
Because when you get those days where you're just like, I am not going to do anything, you can just pop that in the microwave.
especially after the gym, like, I just want to sit down. I
Oh
don't
my
want to
God.
have to make
Definitely.
a meal.
I like to meal prep things separately, like a grain, a protein, and a vegetable. And I can do like different things with it, like throughout the week versus just like heating it up and having like the same meal every day. I'm the type of person to pick something up and look at the label in the back because that's what my mom has always done. And if it's not less than like 10 ingredients, or if it's something I can't pronounce, like I'm not
No.
allowed to get it. It's like these days, like manufacturers just like make things so that like I don't want to say it weakens us, but it just keeps us in this like
Trance.
yeah, like in this like like
And that consumer mindset.
Yeah.
Right, that too.
I feel like our food is not even actually giving us energy either, and that's the whole point of eating it. But I don't feel like I'm receiving
the
the
nutrients.
And I've literally been like the last couple of weeks, I'm like, I need nutrition.
Yes.
I need vitamins.
Bro,
Dude, literally, and they'll be like, oh, it's cheaper to do it this way. And I'm like, okay, but is it ethical? Like,
right.
what
Is
the
it
fuck-
good for us?
who
Like in
literally
the long
cares?
run.
Yeah.
Here in America, we have scientists that are making food
Yeah,
specifically so we're
modified.
genetically modified and making it so that we get addicted to these things.
Oh yeah, fillers.
Or monosodium glutamate, like MSG. My brother is severely allergic to that.
You know what I mean?
A patient here is a customer. So they're gonna give you food that makes you sick. If you go to another country, they're not gonna give you food that makes you sick because they pay for healthcare.
And they also
Right.
have like community like
Gardens?
produce, like
Yeah.
produce that's like literally
Yeah,
from like
like-
down the street.
And their produce is cheaper in other countries, but like their junk food is more expensive.
yeah, wow, we went off on a tangent, but
I was saying earlier with being on TikTok, you don't really realize how much time has gone by when you're on it. And I'm just sitting on my phone, like hyperventilating, sweating,
sweating,
just kind of like
thumb cramping.
yeah, literally, my
Backache
brain
and
hurts.
neck hurting.
Yeah, there's so much other things that I could be doing.
Yeah.
And if rest is what I'm trying to do, because sometimes I'm like, well, I want
Yeah,
to
I just wanna
unwind and just be on TikTok and like be entertained a little bit, like TV or whatever. We have so much access to a lot of people's lives, and I don't think we should be able to like 100% of the time. Sometimes, like subconsciously, I'm like comparing my situation to like someone else's. I'm like, I like their apartment, and then I'm like, I gotta get an apartment.
Getting while I'm supposed to be doing something makes me feel guilty because it most of the time does not get done. I got a loft bed back in February. I was like, I'm gonna clean up my room so I have my friends over. Maddie's still asking me, how's your room going? You don't want to see it. I feel like the universe like almost like punishes me instantly. I know that like I should not be doing that, but I did it anyways.
When I would start to get really anxious. I'm like, oh, I gotta do shadow work.
Really?
I can feel that like side eye from the universe. Like,
Yeah.
And it's instant. It's like,
yeah, and then they're just like,
told you.
Right.
you just
No,
gonna add it to the list.
Yeah, you're gonna have to learn that lesson again.
No,
Do it again.
that is frightening. That whole sentence was frightening.
Yeah, like I just know that doing the hard work to accomplish something that needs to get done is important. I appreciate my friends who are very like resourceful. They're here to like help. Like I appreciate that because like they hold me accountable.
So my guilty pleasure makes me feel guilty because it's short term and I can't stay consistent in short term goals. If I want something long term, then I need to put forth the work and be consistent in it. And continuing to consume, things that aren't fulfilling for me or good for me, it's not going to put me in the right position to actually, achieve something good.
Did you guys know that our cravings, they're attached to like an emotional need?
Yes.
That-
Like sugar
yeah.
is like
You're lonely.
Feeling
yeah,
lonely.
you're lonely.
Yeah.
Oh. A lot of things that people eat, your body doesn't even absorb it, like it just goes through you. Apparently that's what happens like with alcohol. Like once you start drinking alcohol and you like eat, like your body can't even like absorb the nutrients from what you've just eaten because you're poisoning your stomach lining at the moment.
So what's one thing that you guys have tried that you'll never do again? So at one point in my life, I used to like roller coasters a lot, and I won't do that anymore.
Why?
Because play with your mama. Like, you can play with your life, but not mine. I feel like we're too high in the sky for that.
We coming down too fast too. so-
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Very.
That adrenaline rush, you don't like that?
I don't like to be stressed out for real.
You know what I realized? I realized like I like experiences that like set off my like fight or flight.
Yeah.
Well, some.
No. I like a little speed, like a little speed bump on the road. I like,
Sitting in the back of the school, but all the way in the back in the last row.
Yeah, I like stuff like that where we're on the ground. But a roller coaster, them airplanes when the turbulence happens.
What about the spinny things?
What is that?
The tops.
Like the things that
at
you
a
like
carnival?
sit. Yeah.
Oh no. You know how those things are not sturdy. Have you seen people
Okay,
fly
fair.
out
where
of them?
people where it's like shaking,
Ooh.
the base is shaking.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
carnival
They build
rides
those
aren't really
like right
for
away.
me.
Like
Yeah.
the fact that you can pack it up and drive around with it. No,
That
that's
ain't
not
okay.
for me.
Mm-mm.
No,
Play with your
I
life,
feel
not
like
mine.
Something that I tried once that I would try again or that I would want to try again, and that was like the sensory deprivation tank with the salt, like the floating like in a salt bath.
I want to do that.
Yeah, no, it was really great. Floating was awesome. I went with someone who did not appreciate it, and because they didn't fucking turn all the lights off, like they did not like try to immerse themselves in the full experience. It was 60 minutes, it was an hour, and you go in, you take a shower, scrub your ass down, and then give you little like earplugs so that your little salt water is like not going into your ear. But the first 15 minutes, there's like mood lighting in there, and then they play like music, and then after the 15 minutes, it fades into darkness, and then it's completely like silent. They give you like a little neck pillow, and you're just like laying there, and the water is like same temperature as your body, so it doesn't even feel like you're in water. After the first 5 or 10 minutes, you're like, I'm literally just like, I don't even have a body. I'm just a thought. I fell asleep. I felt like I'd returned to the womb. And yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Do you guys have any advice for the viewers on overindulging in guilty pleasures?
If it's something that you do and then afterward you're like, maybe I shouldn't have done that, take note of that and try to understand why you wanted to do it in the first place. Don't shame yourself because, like, I feel like at the end of the day, we're trying to either comfort ourselves or we've just gotten into habit with whatever we're already used to doing.
Don't get too comfortable in toxic things.
One thing that I've been trying out is having a phone schedule. I'll like not be on my phone between certain hours, like 1 to 3, and then after 8 o'clock, I try not to go on my phone because I don't want to go to bed thinking about whatever I just saw on TikTok. Because sometimes you see some really fucked up things on there. It's just too much for your brain to handle. You're experiencing all of those different emotions within 10 minutes. Having like breaks from it is really healthy.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Conscious Wave.
Comment an eggplant or a peach.
That and put a guilty pleasure down below.
Peace out.
All right, bye.
Sunshine.
Bye.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm
that's
gonna
good.
throw up.
Why?
Just because I'm so full.
Yeah, we had Panera.
I'm like
There's so much
trying to
cheese.
like
Oh, I feel
do Lulu's back, and it's just like, okay, you're abundant.
Well, because you are abundant. You are abundant.
You
Like,
are.
oh, no, girl, you abundant.